صباح الخير، صباح الفل، صباح النور. ازيكم حبايبي؟ عاملين ايه؟ انا النهارده هعمل وصفه مخللات. انا قاعده بالعربيه هعمل وصفه مخللات اتطلبت مني على الفيسبوك. مخللات بالزهره او القرنبيط مع الجزر والفلفل والخيار على الطريقه الفلسطينيه. فأنا حبيت أدعم بالفيديو ده برضو اللوكال ماركت، السوق المحلي عندنا هنا بالمنطقة اللي أنا ساكنة فيها بشمال غرب إنجلترا. فهنروح مشوار مع بعض، يلا نروح مع بعض. So being a chef, I always aim to get the best quality for affordable prices. So I go to Strong's for my fruit and vegetable here in Poulton-le-Fylde. I highly recommend buying from your local shops and encouraging the local trade. Okay, let's start with our recipe. I bought some carrots from there, cauliflower, some garlic, and dill, fresh dill. His dill is really, really good. Here I have some baby cucumber sliced. I sliced my carrot, my cauliflower, and I'm going to pickle some vegetables the Middle Eastern way, like the way we pickle it in Lebanon, in Syria, and Palestine. Now, I'm going to present in this video two ways. Here I'm adding just a tablespoon of spice called amba, which is similar to mild curry. So if you can't find amba, you can use mild curry. And a teaspoon of turmeric as well. So you rub all your vegetables quickly and very well. And then we will start pickling. So as I said, this pickle is really popular in Lebanon, in Syria, and Palestine. We usually have it with a falafel sandwich or a shawarma. A shawarma is like doner, but a healthier version of it. And so I'm going to do the pickles in two different ways. A quick way where you can have your pickles in 30 minutes, and another way that it will take like roughly from 10 to 2 weeks. I'm going to use as well garlics, fresh garlics. I got it from the vegetable and fruit shop at Poulton. I have my distilled white vinegar. So let's start with the quick recipe where you can have or enjoy your pickles in half an hour. So here I have a pot and some boiling hot water. I'm going to use 1 liter of water. Now the ratio for pickling, usually the vinegar should be third the amount of the water. So if I'm using 1 liter of water, I should be using precisely 330 ml of vinegar. So I just added my water, and now this is my white distilled vinegar. You can't use malt for this recipe. It will give a different taste. So to acquire and to get the authentic taste of the Middle Eastern pickles, you need to use distilled vinegar. Here I added a bit of garlic. I can't tell you the quantity of the garlic because it's how you like it. I like my garlic, but not to be overpowering, and I added my salt. Now, regarding the salt as well, there's a ratio how to use it. For each 250 ml of water, which is nearly like a mug that we have our tea in, we add a tablespoon of cooking salt or Himalayan salt, whatever you want. These as well, nice peppers or chilies I got from Strong's vegetable and fruit shop, and they are medium heat, and so I sliced all, and I'm adding the vegetables that I added some turmeric and, like, let's say mild curry to it, and I will bring all this mixture to boil. So we can see that it started bubbling. The moment it boils, we put the lid and we let it boil for precisely 1 minute only. Don't overboil it because it will be boiled vegetables, not pickles. So after 1 minute, as you see, I just switch off the heat and leave the lid on for another 1 minute. After leaving the vegetables with the lid on for 1 minute, I start scooping them out and putting them in the glass jar where I'm keeping them. Now the jar should be airtight, clean, and completely dry. Okay, so I'm taking it out so that it doesn't over boil and it wouldn't soften, because this pickle has to be slightly crunchy. And then I will leave the water to cool down. Roughly, this is ready. I just need to add the chili paste. The chili paste is optional, as well the spices are optional, but this is the authentic recipe. We add the turmeric and the curry. If you don't like, you like pickles, but you don't like the turmeric and the curry, so you don't have to add it. So here I have 1 heaped tablespoon of chili paste that I got from Home Bargain next to the vegetable shop again. And that is recipe. So when the fluids, the vinegar, the sauce is cools down, I will add it to that and then top it with a bit of oil so that it doesn't go moldy. Now this is the other way where my grandparents in Lebanon and in Palestine used to do it. So they put a bit of olive oil and they add the garlic and the chili, and you just saute it. You don't brown it. You just a bit soften it. And then add the rest of the vegetables. Here I have a bit of salt. I'm not going to use a lot of salt in this recipe. I want it to be low in sodium. This is why I'm going to be using citric acid salt. You can find that in Asian shops or in Tesco or maybe Sainsbury, but in Asian shops for sure. So here I'm just like as if I'm doing a stir fry, but on medium heat. Okay, again, I'm not trying to brown it. I'm just trying to soften it and to allow it to take the flavor of the extra virgin olive oil. Here again, I added the mild curry and the turmeric. So, and a tablespoon of chili. So all these spices are optional. You can do it just plain with vinegar if you don't like these spices. So you just stir fry it to make all the vegetable get coated with these spices, and then we will move to the next step. Okay, now it's completely coated. Again, we will get a dry and clean and airtight jar. Again, the jar I got from Home Bargain next to the veg shop, Strong's shop in Poulton-le-Fylde. And I'm just transferring all the vegetables into the jar, and then I will prepare the vinegar solution to pickle these vegetables. I believe that dill brings some nice taste to the pickles, and it makes it really Middle Eastern taste. So I added a fresh dill that I got from the shop, and here is my distilled vinegar. The ratio for pickling, third, again, as I said previously, third of the jar should be vinegar and the 2/3 should be water. The water we are using now is going to be cold because we are not speeding up the process of pickling. It's going to take its time, roughly from 10 days up to 2 weeks it will be ready. Here I'm just topping it till the end with water tap water or sterilized water. And I added as well on the top of both jars some olive oil so that it doesn't go moldy. And you can taste it. I added here, instead of salt, I added citric acid, as I mentioned before. You can try it. Now, don't use like a spoon. Try it and then put it back, because this will do some contamination in your pickles. So I had here two spoons, one for stirring and one for trying the sauce. When you feel that your sauce has got the nice vinegary taste and the nice citric taste, then it's ready. You put the lid on and leave it from 10 to 2 weeks. Sorry, I mean from 10 days up to 2 weeks, yeah? So now the first one that I half boiled, somehow the fluid is slightly cooler. It's still warm, but that will be fine to add. It's not as boiling. Again, you need to try it. If you feel you need a bit more salt, you can add. I added a bit of citric acid again to this because I like that acidy taste. And you pour this onto your mixture and you add again olive oil. And I have as well my dill weeds on the top. Again, dill weed is optional. You don't like it, don't use it. This is my citric acid. It's good. I do recommend that if you don't want to use any salt at all, if you have some high blood pressure, you can just use citric acid. But this doesn't have a ratio. You have to try it. Start by adding a teaspoon and mix it and then taste it. If you think it needs more, add gradually so that you don't overpower it. Now, this is ready. Leave it for like another 20 minutes. So it took overall like 10 minutes. Leave it for 20 minutes and enjoy eating it. Where to store the boiled one? In the fridge. The other one can stay in a cool, dark place for 2 weeks. I hope you like the recipe, and please do visit Strong's Vegetable and Fruit Shop.